On this edition of Living by Design, host Kathy Holloway Hill sits down with singer-songwriter Caldwell, fresh off her amazing performance on the 4, to talk to her about her experience on the show and what's coming next for this young superstar. Tony Lamont presents Living by Design with host Kathy Holloway Hill. Kathy is a strong, powerful voice. She entertains, informs, and inspires her audiences everywhere she goes.
Hi, this is Kathy Holloway Hill, and welcome to Living by Design. I am so excited about today's show, and when you see my guest, you're also going to be excited because she's none other than the Beastmaster. When it comes to singing, oh my God, is all I can think to say because there are no other words for the brilliant, the beautiful, the anointed, the talented, Miss Caldwell. Welcome to Living by Design.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited about this interview. So excited.
You couldn't possibly be more excited than I am. We have so much to talk about, so I'm just going to jump right in because I know the fans are dying to hear from you. So let's first go all the way back to when you began your career, because I know you've been singing for a very long time. So when you began your career, did you start in church or did you just start singing in the mirror one day? How did it begin?
Both of those. I started singing in the mirror, of course, with the, doing my own little choreography, trying to mimic what I saw on the videos, that I wasn't supposed to be watching, by the way. And just watching my mom and so many singers around me all the time. So I just wanted to be that. And, that's what really made me want to become a singer, by watching all of the strong, beautiful women around me with these anointed voices, that always touched my soul, so I wanted to be that when I got older.
Well, I saw that clip, and we'll get to the 4 in a second, but I saw that clip where you talked about, growing up in church, and you said something about that you weren't allowed to listen to that type of music, or you weren't allowed to listen to secular music. Is that true? Yeah.
It's so true. It's very true. Because my family is so religious. I grew up in church, and it was like the thing, to try to keep their young babies away from like the world and the negative things of the world, and just trying to keep us as pure as possible, and not really, getting exposed to all of the things that can consume us in the world, so like secular music and clubs and, drinking and, things like that. So I just basically got exposed to R&B on my own by sneaking it in, and because I love this so much. And I was like, once you love something, when you're a kid, they're gonna find some kind of way around it to listen to that thing or to get to that thing that they really love. And that was me. Like, I was sneaking playing, the box back in the day when all of the videos were coming on cable, and, MTV and, BET. And that was me sneaking to watch those videos when I know I shouldn't have. But yeah, that was definitely me.
As you were sneaking and listening to the secular music, who were some of the people that you just idolized, the people that you thought were just, oh my God, her voice is just magnificent? Because, of course, I feel that way about you. So who were some of the people that you looked at like that?
Oh my gosh. I'll never forget the very first person that I've heard where the voice just like, I felt like it reached in and grabbed my soul. I would have to say Whitney Houston. I heard Whitney Houston's voice first, and honestly, then I started falling in love with Yolanda Adams, because my mom would play so much of. Oh, I just got goosebumps thinking of Yolanda Adams. But yeah, like she's amazing. I don't think anyone really realizes how much of a vocal queen Yolanda Adams is, and I grew up listening to her. So first it was Whitney Houston, then it was Yolanda Adams because my mom would play so much gospel music. So Yolanda Adams, and then that's when when I started to be around my dad more, because my dad played a lot of 98.7 Kiss FM, and that was when I started to hear like the Shaka Khan and the Aretha Franklin, and more of Anita Baker, so that I would honestly say my dad kind of started to expose me into the R&B music. And then, after a while, like once I started getting older, my mom would switch up her tunes and listen to some jazz, and jazz leaded into Anita Baker, which was safe music, not really considered like the secular music. But Anita Baker and, like maybe just a little bit of Shaka Khan. It depends on the song. My mom was really careful, and, she played, when her babies are around, which is, of course, a motherly thing. Yeah. But.
Right. I know one word. If my mother heard the word funky in a song, it was off limits.
It's off.
Off limits. Funky is not a nice word, so we're not doing that. Well, that totally explains why when you said Whitney and Yolanda Adams, you actually had that combination when you sing, because you have the power of Yolanda, and then you have the riffs and the pyrotechnics of Whitney. So, because I'm going to tell you, when you lean back, and you start singing and you lean your head back, get ready. Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much. That's a lot.
We have a lot more to talk about, so we're just going to take a real quick break here. And you guys need to stay tuned, because we got a lot of surprises. Allie has a surprise, and I think you're going to want to hear it. Her beautiful voice. So stay right here. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We are here with Miss Allie Caldwell, the beautiful, the great, the wonderful Miss Allie Caldwell. So, Allie, let's just pick right up where we left off. Okay, so I believe you have that power, and it makes sense now when you said those were the two that really inspired you, because you put that mix together.
Oh, thank you.
You're just knocking it out of the ballpark with every single note is in place. And then you pick a note that I didn't even know. You picked another universe for that note. Where did that note come from? And then that note. And so I talked about when you lean back. I don't even know if you do that. But when you lean back, and it's like you're in the moment, or you're in a zone.
Yeah.
Stuff starts coming out of your mouth. It fell straight out of heaven. So let's talk about the adult Allie and your career.
Oh yeah. Wow. Well, first of all, I would just love to say I'm so proud of the adult Allie. Like, I would have never imagined that I would literally be living out not only my dreams, but literally what I told my mom and my dad that I wanted to do and that I was going to do. The fact that I stayed so determined and so serious about what I wanted in life and in my future. And the fact that I'm literally doing that right now is just, so many people are like really trying to figure out how, do, I want to do this, and they've been saying it for years. This is what I wish I can do, or I want to do this, and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, you can do it. You just have to do it,
Right.
So
Right.
that's just, so when I think about where I started and how it all began for me, and then where I am right now, the only thing that I can say is hard work, dedication, and consistency. That's literally how I got to where I am right now. And just honestly staying true to myself and believing in myself, because that's what really takes people a long way. And a lot of people don't, they don't really like take in consideration of exactly what that can do for you when you believe in yourself. It's so powerful.
Amen. Amen. So I know you probably began, because I've checked up on you. You began kind of singing around and, kind of singing in different venues. So let's talk about how you came to be on The Voice and The Four.
Oh, wow. Well, The Voice started for me, literally got the call for The Voice after touring with the beautiful Christina Aguilera, which when I got that opportunity, I literally passed out and called my mom and everybody immediately to tell them about that news. But yeah, I actually got that opportunity after, like right after I got off tour with her. And it really was a struggle for me. Honestly, I didn't want to do it because I'm not really a big fan of like competition, but
Yes, yes.
when I really thought about it, I was like, I spoke to a couple of people who kind of made me feel better about it. Like they were really like going out of their way to, really have me on there, just trying to tell me all of the positive things about the show, and, basically telling me it'd be a great move and a great look for your career, So I did it. I actually went out on a limb, and I went beyond, what I was putting myself aside and thinking about my future and thinking about, what it can do for my future. So I definitely, took that step, and I did The Voice, and it was amazing. Honestly, it turned out way better than I thought it would. And it opened up so many doors. It opened up so many fan base for me, like overseas. And, we were already touring overseas, but The Voice was such a huge demographic, and it, was, all over the world.
Yes,
It just
yes.
opened up more fan base for me, like in other different countries. So that was amazing. Like I was so grateful for that. And, after The Voice, like I really, I was telling myself like, no, I'm not doing no more singing competitions. Like I can't, because I'm just like, I really hate, I hate it that it's so normal for us to put artists up against each other and like compete and battle and who's better and who's not. But at the end of the day, that's reality. Like that's really how the industry is. And if you're trying to get your foot into the industry, you're going to have to bite down on a couple of things that you may not like. It's just to push through and get to where you want to be in life. But yeah, so I took the opportunity for The Four, and like once again, it was also a struggle. But then I'm thinking like, this is just another amazing platform for me to share my gift with the world, and to add more people on to connect to, and for them to hear my story, and for them to see who I am, and, understand what hard work looks like, and to be that light for somebody, to let them know that it's possible. You can come from nothing and flourish in your dreams. It's possible.
Absolutely. I love everything you said, and I'm going to just add a little bit to that.
Yeah.
I thank God that you said yes to both The Voice and The Four, because when I saw you on The Voice, I lost track of you somehow. I don't know how I was able to do that, but I did. But then when you came back to The Four, I said, "Oh, there she is. There she is. I'm going to get her this time."
That was God.
And
That
I
was
got
God.
you on my show, because on The Voice, you were incredible. And
Thank
on
you.
The Four, it was a whole nother level. And I just have to ask you this one question, just one question about The Four. I know all my viewers want to know. What was going through your head during that challenge, the comeback show, the challenge?
Um,
Go ahead. Just let us know what was in your mind.
what was going through my head, honestly, I was just, I feel like the camera always catch me in a tunnel vision and kind of like the deer in headlights face, because that's literally, like, first of all, my mindset is no matter what, never, like, you can hear people say this all the time, like a broken record. Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. So this is me in my head. I'm like, if I get comfortable, it's gonna show, you know? So I'm like, I'm on a battle competition show. And at the end of the day, when you're in a battle, everybody's mindset is to win that battle. So your focus, on 1,000. So, I mean, at that time, I was just like so focused. And when I say a million things was going on at the same time in my head, but they all were like positive things, I was actually having a conversation with God, like literally a full blown conversation. And I was just really telling myself, no matter what happens, over and over again, no matter what happens, make sure you go out there and leave your whole entire signature. No matter what happens, make sure you go out there and leave your whole entire soul, signature, scent, whatever it is that you have coming from your body, make sure you leave it on the stage and everything else will fall in place. So I really wasn't trying to worry myself or feel, scared or any, kind of way. So I just really was speaking positive things into my life and just getting ready for whatever was about to happen, honestly.
Okay, and so on that note, we're going to pick this up right after another break. I'm so sorry, but
No,
we got to take a break, and we're going to be right back with the amazing Miss Allie Caldwell. Welcome back to Living by Design, and we are still here with the beautiful Miss Allie Caldwell. So, Allie, we're going to pick up right where we left off.
Yeah.
I know I saw, and I was almost reading your mind, because I could see that there were so many thoughts going through your head. And when you started crying, before the words were even out of your mouth, I knew they were tears of gratitude. I knew they weren't tears of sadness. I knew they weren't tears of, are you kidding me? I knew they were tears of, I appreciate this opportunity, because I feel the same way you do. These singing competitions are not about trying to win. They're about building your platform.
Yeah.
And I really hate to say that, but all of you would-be singers, try to go into it with that mindset. Is that correct, Allie? Because I don't want anyone to just give up on their dream because they didn't win.
Yeah, I think it's very important as artists to, walk into any kind of opportunity like this and experience like this with an open mind. I think that's very important because no one knows what's going to happen, honestly. These competition shows are so spontaneous and so unexpected. Like, you can't walk in thinking like, oh, I got this in the bag. I know I'm a win. I know it's not going to be nobody to come and take me out my seat. Like, you just have to really be expecting any and everything to happen, but also come there to do your job. And your job is to get people on, to get more people to connect with you as an artist, to, get more people as fans, as Allie believers, as that's your job, to leave your stamp on whatever stage that it is, whatever show that it is, to make sure that you're remembered, to make sure that you leave a memorable moment or moments in that whole experience. And that's the most important thing that an artist should always remember going into an experience like this, definitely.
And I'm so glad you gave that advice, because I could just read that on you. I mean, every time they show the backstory of
Yeah.
your life and you interacting with your mom, and I mean, you just seem like such a sweetheart. And that's what I want everybody to get from this, that you are a sweetheart, and your smile and your spirit and just the way you love your fans and the way you give your all. I mean, it's like you're pulling it from the depths of your soul, and the universe is connecting with you. And I'm again say that but when you lean back, oh my God, Allie, you are incredible, absolutely incredible. And that's why everyone is watching this show right now, because they love you.
Oh my goodness. I'm honestly so grateful for, this opportunity, speaking to you and all of the viewers and everybody that's watching. Hi. I'm just so excited about the future and what's coming next.
And what is coming next? I'm glad you brought that up. What is coming next for you?
Something really big. I'm telling you, I really feel like this new music is really going to change not only my life, but I really feel like it's going to be that door. We have so many doors that, that we come up to, that we're blessed with, to walk through these different doors. But the door is very specific, like the door, like that one door that's, once you open it, it's like you're gone from here. Like it's a constant. I feel like that's really what's going to happen with this, once this new album comes out and this new music. And
well, you already have the first single.
Absolutely. Yeah. We already have, the first single ready, and, it's sitting and it's definitely ready for everybody to hear, Yeah, but I also have another song out called To Be Loved that I released way before, I was on the show. And we shot the video in Bratislava, Slovakia, a beautiful country that I tour in.
I was wondering where that was shot, because it was such a pretty background. Well, first of all, the song itself, the message in the song, the melody, and then your voice all combined. I cried when I heard it. And I have it in my playlist, and I listen to it all the time, and I send it to my husband all the time, and he's probably thinking, are you sending me this song again?
But that's how you feel. So that's sweet. That's really sweet. And I'm glad that a lot of people are able to connect to Be Loved, because I wrote that because I can connect to it. I really know what it feels like to be loved, like to be honest. Yes.
Oh my, you are so freaking talented, honey.
Thank you so much. I really think, honestly, I feel like anything that I write or anything that I'm singing, even if it's a cover song, I feel like I have to be very careful on the cover songs that I choose, that comes out of my mouth, that I'm connecting to, that I'm sinking deep into those lyrics, because if I can't connect to it, then I feel like the people who are watching me or who are listening to me are not going to get the point or the message. So I feel the same way with my original music and my original lyrics. Like,
yes,
I have to be able to connect to it, even if I'm not personally going through the lyrics maybe at the time. But there is a way of going to that place where maybe I may have went through it before, or maybe somebody that I know personally, may be going through it. So it just has to be a connection, no matter how you put it. That's very important.
There definitely was. Now, a couple of things I want to ask. First, I want to ask just real quickly, because Allie is going to bless us with a song. How can the viewers that are watching right now that aren't connected with you, what are your Twitter handles, your follow me, Allie? I know you, I am Allie Caldwell. Is that the same everywhere?
I am Allie Caldwell, definitely for I am Allie Caldwell for Instagram and for Twitter. For Snapchat, for those who do use Snapchat, is Sing Allie Caldwell. And my Facebook is Allie Caldwell Music. And I have a personal page, but it reached the limit of friend requests. So the regular Allie Caldwell one, that one is just kind of like,
Okay.
But we just go, to Allie Caldwell Music, which is, I use that now as my personal page and as well as my fan page. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, I am going to allow Allie to do her thing because she has promised me a very special song that has special meaning for me. And we're going to allow her that. And I am going to say thank you for joining us for Living by Design, and keep it locked right here so that we can hear Allie do what she does best. Take it away, my beautiful, beautiful friend.
Yes. Okay. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. Oh, at last, the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped in clover. The night I looked at you,